Hey there, it's Ed from birthdaysuitblueprint.com and welcome to the second part of the maths education series. So my goal for you is basically over the course of these 3 videos to give you a roadmap really of everything that you need to do, put in the most simplest terms that you can just crack on and get started with your body transformation journey so that you can start seeing results as quickly as possible, which is going to keep you fired up, it's going to keep you motivated, which will allow you to progress, move forwards and stick with the journey for a long period of time, because the biggest problem is not seeing results and then falling off the wagon. And once you've fallen off once, it's really easy to fall off again. So I want to help you stay on track. So today we're going to dive into nutrition. Okay, so in the last video we talked about motivation, and my goal really with that was to help you realize that if you feel confident and positive about the journey and you're looking for progress, then that's going to help you keep on the journey. Whereas if you don't see results and you start to feel bad about everything that you're doing and you start not enjoying it, then you're going to stop doing it and then you're never going to see results. Okay, so that was the goal for that video. The goal of this video is to give you the tools that you need really to fill your body with the right stuff, and most importantly in the right quantities, to help you build the muscle that you need to build and to lose the fat that you want to get rid of. So that really brings me on to my first point. There's 2 main phases when it comes to nutrition, and which one you go for depends on where you are right now. So there's bulking and cutting, and if you haven't heard of either of these before, that's totally cool. Bulking is basically where you dedicate a period of a few months to packing on muscle, and cutting is where you focus the time on getting rid of the body fat. So it's real simple. And like I say, it really depends on where you are now. So if you feel like you're carrying too much fat, that you're a bit chubby, and maybe if you can't see any of your abs, then you're probably going to want to cut down first before you really focus on building the muscle. And the opposite, if you're naturally leaner and sort of a smaller build like I am, then you're probably going to want to build muscle first and then cut down later. If you even need to cut down, you might not. So these are the 2 phases, and really my goal for you is to get the building done as quickly as possible so that you can get to maintaining. So the 3 different levels of calories are, the first one is for cutting, and that's where we lose body fat. So what I want you to do is take your body weight in pounds, times it by 12, and that's how many calories you need each day to cut. And to maintain, you're going to want to times your body weight by 15, and to bulk, you're going to want to times your body weight in pounds by 18. Okay, so that's as simple as it needs to be. We're not going to take into account your daily activity level because it's just unnecessary to make the calculation any longer than it has to be. So just get started with that number that you get there, and then you can just tweak based on your results from there. Okay, and that's what we talked about again in the first video, tracking your results and tweaking where necessary to make sure that you're progressing and make sure that you're going in the right direction and not standing still. And all that stuff is really actually very simple. So the most important thing is just to get started. So don't get too tied up with the nitty-gritty details. Just pick a number and jump in straight there. So we've got the calories sorted, that's simple. There's now what we're going to fill the calories with, okay? And this is going to be made up of protein, carbohydrates and fats, okay? Don't worry, before you get bored and click away, I'm not going to go deep into this because it's just unnecessary. So the only one really I want you to pay attention is the protein, okay? Because whatever you eat on top of your protein is going to contain some form of carbs and fats anyway. So it's really not all that necessary to get too tied up with the percentages of each. So I want you to take your body weight in pounds and times it by 0.8, and that's all you need to do. That's how many grams of protein you need to be eating per day, and this has been proven to be enough. It might not sound like enough if you've been following a really sort of strict bodybuilding diet in the past, but it's proven it works. You don't need to go overboard. You see, the thing is, in today's muscle building industry, supplement companies are booming and they want to push their products onto you, their supplements. And so all these companies are making out that protein is far more resourceful than it actually is. You just need enough and then your body will grow from there. You can't sort of overfeed and then you'll overgrow. It doesn't work like that. Your body can only take in a certain amount of protein. So 0.8 times your body weight in pounds, and that's how many grams of protein you need each day. So now we've dealt with the numbers of how much of each food we're going to have to go for. Now we're going to talk about the types of foods that you want to be filling your calories with. So let's keep this really simple. When it comes to building muscle, you want to be eating high quality foods, okay? So I'll put a list below this video of all the types of foods that you should be aiming to eat. So I'll list the proteins, the carbs and the fats that you want to be filling your basket with when you go shopping. And really my advice on this is to eat a similar type thing every day. So break it down into 3 meals. So what would be a good idea for you to do right now is to write down 3 breakfasts, 3 lunches and 3 dinners of meals that include some form of healthy protein, some sort of healthy carbohydrate and some sort of healthy fat. Just keep it as simple as you can. Figure it out on myfitnesspal.com. So just take a minute now, you can even pause the video, and just plan out 3 simple meals that you could viably follow that's going to be realistic for you to follow in the long term. This doesn't have to be complicated. Below I'll put some ideas of different meals that you can just copy and jump on board with, starting with right now. Honestly, this doesn't have to be over the top. It really can be as simple as it could be like chicken with a jacket potato and a handful of peas, for example. It doesn't have to be overboard. Vegetables are a really important part of your diet, okay? So you're going to want to have with every meal some sort of vegetable ideally. If you can't get a vegetable in, then some form of fruit is good. So far we've got the quantity, so the amount of calories that you want to be having, the amount of protein that you need to be having, the types of food that you want to be filling those calories with, and always aiming to get some sort of vegetable in. The reason you want to be getting vegetables in is because it helps to break the protein down. If all you ate was protein without any vegetables, then not much of the protein is actually going to be absorbed, and so it's not useful for your body to build the muscle with. So just bear that in mind. You kind of want a handful of veg at least with every meal, and over time you'll start to love vegetables anyway. They make you feel better. They're antioxidants for your body, so they cleanse you and they clear up your skin and all that kind of stuff. So just keep that simple, some sort of vegetable. Again, I'll put the list below of the different vegetables to go after. And really that is as much information as you need right now, okay? So with the list of foods that you've got below and the different ideas for meals, that's really all you need just to get started. So plan out the calories that you're going to want to have, plan out how much protein you need to put in those calories, and just plan a few options for each meal and just get started from there, okay? Just start eating those foods, track your calories, track your weight at the end of the week like we talked about in the last video, and from there you'll see things happening. You'll start seeing results, you'll start building muscle or losing fat depending what your goal in this is, and then you can just adjust from there. So my best advice I can give you is just keep it simple and just get going, just take action. Get the ball rolling with it all, and everything will unfold exactly how you want it to if you give it the due diligence. Trust me, it will work. There is every possibility that you can develop your dream body. So I hope this has been helpful. I know I've been a bit rambly and sort of all over the place, but hopefully the links below will help you out. So I'll speak to you in the next video, which will be the 3rd part of the series, which is going to be all about training. And again, I'm going to keep it simple like this video. I don't want to be talking at you for ages and ages, getting you confused with all the nitty-gritty details. The most important thing is getting in there and taking action, okay? So if this video has been helpful, please comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Like my video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll speak to you again on the next video.